Hi, I'm here to talk about some great original artwork, watercolor paintings that show the evolution of the Colorado Avalanche uniform from their early years in Quebec right on up to the modern era. And I'll be showing this artwork in a lot greater detail, but this artwork would make a great gift. Father's Day, Mother's Day, Christmas gift, anniversary, retirement, birthday, or it doesn't even need to be a gift. Somebody could just be a great fan of the Avalanche and love art, and this would look beautiful in somebody's home or in their office. Let me give you a little background and then we'll really focus on the art. My name is Scott Silcox and I'm from Toronto. For 16 years I owned a company called Maple Leaf Productions. You know, us Canadians, we use the word maple leaf on just about everything we do. And we made and sold a whole variety of products that celebrated the history of uniforms. NFL teams, Major League Baseball teams, NHL teams, NCAA college football teams, and even the CFL, but I won't bore you to tears about the CFL. And we use this great artwork, and again I'll be showing you this in a moment, but we use this great artwork on a whole variety of products. And what sort of products? Let me show you some examples. The product that we sold the most of was our plaqued poster family. This was our large plaque poster, and you can see how the artwork, forgive me that it's the Leafs, but I think you get my point. You can see how the product shows the evolution of the team's uniform. So we did large plaque posters, we did middle-sized plaque posters, we did small plaque posters, again, that celebrated the team's uniform using the artwork. So we did plaque posters. In addition to plaque posters, we did framed posters. These are just a couple examples. We did dozens and dozens of different styles of frames, but here's a couple versions right here. Again, you can see how the artwork has been used to celebrate the history of the team. So we did framed posters and plaqued posters. Then in addition to that, we also did clocks. Here's a clock that shows the evolution of a uniform. We did coffee mugs. Here are some coffee mugs. We did fridge magnets, a couple different shapes and sizes of fridge magnets. We did a great little product called a fan frame, again showing the evolution of a team's uniform. We did playing cards that used the artwork, Ace, King, Queen, Jack, 10 playing cards. And a number of other products, mouse pads and collector plates and on and on. What's my point? My point is that this artwork is really somewhat famous artwork. I know that sounds a bit self-serving or like I'm patting myself on the back, but it is really true because it is somewhat famous artwork. It's been seen on tens of thousands of products sold across North America, and from time to time you'll see the products and the artwork in the offices of team owners and the league commissioner, on TV ads, on TV shows, in movies. You'll see them on team websites and in the various halls of fame. So, as much as sports artwork can be famous, this really is rather famous sports artwork. And by the way, everything I'm describing in this video you can read about it at our website, heritagesportsart.com, and I'll tell you the website name a couple more times. But let's focus on the Avalanche, if you don't mind, or I'm sure that's what you would like me to do. We've got 13 pieces of Avalanche art, and only 13 pieces, starting with this 2 pieces from the 72-73 season in Quebec, going through the 70s into the 80s in Quebec. Some beautiful pieces. All of this artwork you can see on our website, heritagesportsart.com. You can zoom right in, you can see the artist's signature, you can see any notes that were written to the people that's scanning and producing these products. You can zoom right in on patches or any detail. So on the website you can really see the great detail. But the artwork then, when the Avalanche moved in the mid-90s, and in fact this one is honoring Patrick Waugh in their first Stanley Cup winning year. So then we have 4 great pieces of art showing the Avalanche uniform, including a really neat one from the 2001 season. It's really our only piece of artwork that shows a person's face. This is not meant to be any particular player, it's just kind of meant to honor the Avalanche, but we were so excited about the Avs winning the Cup that we did quite a different format, and it's really the only one out of our whole collection of artwork that shows a player holding the Stanley Cup. So this is kind of a special piece. But so we have 13 pieces of Avs art, only 13 pieces, and there are tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of Avalanche and Nordiques fans across North America, and so I feel like I'm selling Ginsu knives or something, but my point is, there's lots of fans, only 13 pieces of art, so please act sooner rather than later if you're interested in buying this, because when they're gone, they really are gone. So thanks for putting up with me on that little bit of a sales pitch. Let me explain the three ways that you can buy the art. There's kind of three formats. The first is you could buy the raw, unframed art, just like you see right here. We'd package this up properly, we'd ship it to you by UPS, it would arrive within a week's time, and then when you get it, then you could mount it or frame it however you see fit. So the raw, unframed art is the first way you can buy it. Now all of the pricing for these pieces is shown on our website. There's basically two different prices. Most of this artwork is $350, which includes the UPS shipping. There are four pieces. These two from the first season of the Avalanche, the 72-73 season, and then the two Stanley Cup winning years, 95-96 and the 2000-2001, that have a premium price to them. So for those particular four pieces, it is a slightly higher price just to satisfy supply and demand, and all that's seen on the website. So in the prices that I'm about to describe, if you would just bear with me, really that's the kind of the standard price that applies for 9 out of these 13 pieces, but 4 of them there is a slightly higher price. So the first way you can buy it is the raw unframed art, which is $350, and that includes the UPS shipping. The second format is what we call our classic frame version. This actually shows the Broncos. It's a black metal frame, a double white mat, the artwork, and then an engraved plate that tells the story of the particular artwork. I'll just hold this here to show you more what your particular piece would look like. And this classic frame version is $425. That includes the UPS shipping right to your door. And if you were to place an order today, we would then custom frame this for you, so it would take 2 to 3 weeks before it actually arrives at your doorstep. So just to explain that. So raw unframed art, or our classic frame version, or in addition to the classic frame version, the third and final option is our deluxe framed version. Forgive me, Avalanche fan, that I'm showing you a Bruins one, so we'll just make it an Avs piece for a moment. In this case, it's a wider black frame, a black mat, the artwork, an engraved plate, and then the neat touch is it's got a horizontal poster showing the evolution of the Avalanche uniform, and then you could actually see, okay, there's my artwork, and oh, okay, I see how it was actually used in that product. It's kind of neat to see there's the original and there it is in a reproduction. So this version, the deluxe framed version, is $450. And again, it would be custom framed, so if you were to place an order today, it would take 2 to 3 weeks before it arrives at your doorstep. So those are the three versions: the raw unframed art, the classic frame version, or the deluxe framed version. Just to explain, this artwork actually, this artwork was painted by a great person, a great artist, very detailed, meticulous artist, Tino Paolini, and Tino owns this artwork. He's asked me if I'd help him promote the sale of it, which I'm delighted to do, and so just to explain who owns the artwork. Now, there are really two ways that you can buy. The first way is, and I really am a super shammy salesman here, forgive me, but there's two ways you can buy. One is visit our website, heritagesportsart.com. It's fully e-commerce enabled. You can use a major credit card and buy through the PayPal system. Or if you somehow felt uncomfortable or you wanted more information, call me. My name is Scott. I'm a real person. The cell number is 416-315-4736. I could tell you, quite a number of stories about this artwork, the research that went into it, the artists who painted it, working with the NHL. Almost every piece of art has a little story, and I'd love to tell you the story. So feel free to call me, Scott, 416-315-4736, and I'd be happy to work with you and take the order right over the phone. Now, the two kind of final points, and then I'll leave you alone. One is, if you happen to know other Avalanche fans who you think might be interested in this sort of a gift or piece of art, I'd love it if you'd pass this YouTube URL on to them. That would be very kind of you. And secondly, I mentioned at the outset that we've done artwork not only for the NHL and the Avalanche, but also for the NFL teams, Major League Baseball teams, NCAA football teams. our website has over 1,500 pieces of original artwork that's available for sale. So if you know somebody who's a fan of the Broncos or the Rockies, or on and on it goes. If you know somebody who's a fan, please pass our website, heritagesportsart.com, on to them. I'd really appreciate it. So you've been great to put up with me and my super chamois Ginsu knife pitch here, and thanks for your time. I wish the Avalanche all the best in the upcoming season. See you later. Bye.